Welcome back to Sexy Fit Love with JFO. So, you want to get your ex back. You believe that this person is your soulmate and it didn't work out, and maybe you're not even talking right now, but you know in your heart this is the person for you. I'm going to help you get your ex back. Stay tuned. Here on this channel, we talk about conscious creation, manifestation, based in the work of Neville Goddard, but I also like to bring in so many other things, specifically mystical Christianity. But for the purposes of today's video, we're going to be talking about getting back your SP, which in the Neville community is your specific person, the specific person that you would dream of being with, someone who maybe you dated before and it didn't work out and you want them back. We're going to talk about how to get your ex back today. Now, this is a unique strategy that I kind of made up, so stick with me. Okay, a little bit of a disclaimer before we dive in. The first thing I want to make sure is I want you to really ground yourself in a meditation and ask yourself truly, is this the person that you believe is right for you? And when I say that, do you need to call a doctor, a lawyer, or the cops when you're with them? If they are unhealthy and unsafe for you, then my advice to you is to let them go. But if you know without a doubt that this is your person and you just want to get them back, but you want to do it from the inner power, not the outer power, you don't want to force it, you want to source it, then this is the video for you. So here's what we're going to do. What you need to understand from the Neville perspective is that everyone is you pushed out. And I've got a video on that, so definitely check that out on my channel. But here's the thing. Everything you're thinking in your brain, every assumption you're having, and every feeling you're conjuring from that thought or that imagery or that perspective, all of that, and your beliefs, of course, it's all playing out in the world of Caesar. So in order to change the outside without forcing it, but sourcing it, you've got to get really disciplined in your mind about this very specific person. And more importantly, you have to persist because it's probably not going to change right away. But in this video, I have a unique strategy that you probably didn't think of. I want you to pick a different person, someone that you don't have a lot of attachment to. So maybe it's a random person you work with, or maybe it's a roommate you live with, or maybe it's someone in your family. I want you to start doing this massive SP internal work on a different specific person. I want you to practice this work on someone that you have zero attachment to. So if you kind of wish maybe that your coworker said hello to you or said kind things to you, right? And they don't, maybe they kind of ignore you. Maybe you can start working on this mindset strategy, right? Of seeing them in a different light, starting to see that they're going to do different things, that they're going to behave differently. Now, remember, we're not shifting the behavior of someone by yelling at them or controlling them or, calling them on the phone and yet, right? We're not doing any of that. This is all with the power of our mind. So what I want you to do is I want you to do this work on someone that you have zero attachment to, because here's what's going to happen. Number one, you're going to be so distracted with doing this technique on the other person that it's going to literally lift off the energy from the neediness of needing the ex back, right? It's going to take away that neediness. That's the first thing that's going to help you so much, because the minute you kind of let go of that and you're focused on something else, that's when they're going to come back. But second, it's going to help you practice this strategy on another person so that you can see that it actually works. If you do it on someone that you could care less about, maybe it's the random person at the grocery store you see every day and they do something weird and you want to try to use the power of your mind to focus on seeing them in a different light, in a different way, and eventually they shift and do the exact thing that you had in your visualization. That is going to give you so much confidence when it comes to getting your ex back. What's crazy about this work when it comes to people and shifting the behavior of people using the power of your mind instead of forcing it, when you start to do this work, you realize what you're playing with is the law of one, okay? So the law of one basically states that we're all one. We're all one. So when you're yelling at someone, you're really yelling at yourself, right? When you're hugging someone else, you're really hugging yourself. When you are loving someone, you're really loving yourself, okay? So this truly this work is a assignment in love and forgiveness, because you have to start to shift the way you're seeing them, the way you're assuming they're going to be. And that's why I'm telling you to do this on someone you could care less about, because it's going to make it so much more fun and easy. It's like a little bit of a game. And then when you feel confident, when you start to get evidence that this is working, then you can start going back and doing this work for your specific person, the person that you are so in love with that you want back. And I am telling you, if you persist and you stay faithful, it will change. If you want to work with me, just email me at justjfo@gmail.com, because right now I have some really fun beta offers. So email me and I can hook you up with a discount code. But if you want to join me for my Conscious Creation 21-day course, it's a mini course for only $11. Click the link below. It's called The Mindset Fix, 21 Days of Conscious Creation, all based on Neville's work. And there's a mastermind. It's called the High Performance Mastermind with me. It's a Facebook group where we're going to do conscious creation together. And there's additional mini courses you can add to customize the journey for your personality. I'll catch you next week.